Has acknowledged the country's hospitals are facing a very serious situation, but says this is being caused by what he terms an unprecedented wave of illness with 3 viruses circulating. Leo Varadkar was speaking before this morning's cabinet meeting, where the health minister was to provide an update on the situation across the hospital system. Well, this morning's trolley count figures from the Irish Nurses and Midwives organisation show a moderation in the number of patients waiting for a bed, but the total remains well over 800.
After a record 931 people on trolleys yesterday, the Health Minister last night visited St Vincent's in Beaumont in Dublin to see the situation firsthand. Arriving to brief Cabinet on the matter this morning, he said there'd been an encouraging reduction on yesterday's figures, 838 according to the Irish Nurses and Midwives organisation, but admitted that it was still far too many.
This pressure is likely to continue for some time. We may see it get worse. We may see higher numbers than we saw yesterday. From my perspective, from the government's perspective, our position is that everything that can be done must be done. That includes accessing all available private capacity. We need to see senior decision makers in over the weekends for the next few weeks, in at night times.
The HSE has said the figures are due to a perfect storm, an earlier start to the flu season combined with COVID and RSV, which has pushed hospitals to their limits. The Taoiseach admitting this morning that a January surge is predictable, but maintaining that this particular onslaught wasn't.
And that is because we have 3 significant viruses circulating, and people's immunity obviously is not as strong as it would have been because of the social distancing and the post-pandemic reaction to that. And we're seeing that across the Northern Hemisphere at the moment, but I can assure people that all resources are being deployed to alleviate the situation, to reduce suffering for patients, to take the pressure off staff.
The INMO has called on the government to admit there is a crisis, saying it requires an extraordinary response with additional emergency supports until the end of February. Nicole Gernon, Virgin Media News.